Our daily burst of joy today is taken from Matthew 28, verses 12 to 15, and it says this. When the chief priests had met with the elders and devised a plan, they gave the soldiers a large sum of money, telling them, "You are to say, 'His disciples came during the night and stole him away while we were asleep. If this report gets to the governor, we will satisfy him and keep you out of trouble.'" So the soldiers took the money and did as they were instructed, and this story has been widely circulated among the Jews to this very day. I think it's been widely circulated still all over the world, still today. This is referring to Jesus, who was resurrected from the dead. An angel came, rolled away the stone. Jesus had risen from the dead. The soldiers, which were the guards that were in front of the tomb to guard it, to make sure nothing happened to Jesus, they saw what happened and they were very afraid. It says in the Bible that they shook and looked like dead men. Well, I believe that God wanted to be sure that this was in the Bible to show us how the devil is always at work, convincing others not to believe in who Jesus is, nor believe what happened to him, which he rose from the dead, just as he said he would. This is such a clear example of the deceptions that we still face today. You know, the God of this age on the earth now is the devil. God has given him permission to be so for now. Knowing this, every human being is living in the midst of deception. As it says, God even says that in Jeremiah 9, verse 6. God says that when we are deceived, we will refuse to acknowledge him. So what do we need to do? How can we move out of deception into truth? God says that only he is truth. And when we learn about him, his truth from his word, and salvation by grace through faith in his son Jesus, we are set free from the devil's grip and his lies, and our relationship with the Father is restored. We are then filled with his Spirit, who's the Spirit of truth, who guides us into all truth, as God says in John 16:13. He will make known to us all we need to know as we cultivate our relationship with our Savior Jesus. So are you being deceived? Who's deceiving you? Is it a person, a cult, a group, social media, the corrupt mainstream media, or perhaps you aren't even sure? If a person doesn't know Jesus, they're likely deceived because they're living for themselves and the world, and we know who's directing this world. So the bottom line is this: you need Jesus. We all need Jesus, so that by his Spirit, he can lead us into all truth. And then we continue to renew our mind in his word every single day. Make today be the day you come to know Jesus.